Hello Arcanians, welcome again. In the previous video we explained the Arabic definite article, so now it's time to explain the Arabic indefinite one. Also because we will be using the indefinite article to differentiate between Teh Marbouta and letter Heh as we mentioned in the previous video. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, so in English, in order to make any words indefinite, then they should be accompanied by the indefinite articles a or an. Indefinite articles refer to something or someone that is not specific, or when we are generally speaking. For example, if I say, I have a cat, I have a cat. Now notice how in this example, the noun cat was accompanied by the indefinite article a. And that's because in this example, we were speaking in general, and we didn't specify the type or anything about the cat. In Arabic, the whole thing works different, and there are no indefinite article that comes before words to make them indefinite. So how does it work in Arabic, and how do words become indefinite in Arabic? Well, let's get to explain that. Alright, so in Arabic, there are two ways to make words indefinite. The first one is the most obvious one, which is simply any words that don't come attached with the definite article il are considered indefinite in Arabic. We explained the Arabic definite article before in a previous lesson, so I will leave its link in the description so you can check it out. But anyway, as a fast reminder, the Arabic definite article is basically a prefix that is called il that comes attached at the beginning of words to make them definite. So indefinite words do not come attached to that prefix il. So in a way, we can say that most Arabic words are considered indefinite unless they come attached to the definite article il. And that's basically the first way where you can tell if the word is indefinite. Now moving on to the second way, which is the main focus of our lesson today. So the second way to make words in Arabic indefinite is by adding a marker at the end of words. And this marker in Arabic is called tanween. 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 And in English, it's called nonation. Nonation. It is called nonation because it gives us the N sound or noon sound, which is equivalent to letter N in Arabic. By the way, I'll put the link for letter noon lesson in the description below so you can check it out. But anyway, what exactly is tanween and how does it actually look like? So tanween is a marker that may appear at the end of nouns, adjectives or adverbs. Also tanween is done by adding noon at the end of the word only in pronunciation but not in writing. We will get to explain all of that with examples in a while. So tanween is derived from the Arabic short vowels or harakat, which are Dhamma, Fathah and Kasra. So tanween is indicated by doubling the Arabic short vowels. So Dhamma becomes 2 of the Dhamma and gives us the on sound. Kasra becomes 2 of the Kasra and gives us the in sound. Fathah becomes 2 of the Fathah and gives us the an sound. In order to make that more clear, let's take some examples. Let's take the word kitab, which means book in Arabic. Now if you add tanween with dhamma at the end of this word, then it will be pronounced as kitabun, kitabun. But if I add tanween with kasra at the end of this word, then it will be pronounced as kitabin, kitabin. And lastly, if I add tanween with fatha at the end of this word, then it will be pronounced as kitaban, kitaban. Now notice how when we pronounce this word with tanween, we give it the noon sound without actually writing it. And that's exactly how it works with tanween. So it's pronounced noon, but not written. Also notice when we added tanween with fatha, we added an extra alif at the end of the word. And in case you are wondering why, that's because that's how it works when you add tanween with fatha. So when you add tanween with fatha at the end of words, then you should add an extra alif at the end of the word. And this happens with all Arabic letters except Teh Marbouta that we explained in the previous video, and some cases of this symbol that you see right now, which is called Hamza in Arabic. And by the way, spoilers, we will explain Arabic Hamza in details in the next lesson, but for now let's just focus on Teh Marbouta because we already explained it before. So if a word ends with Teh Marbouta and you want to add tanween with fatha on top of it, then in this case no extra alif will be written at the end of this word, unlike the rest of Arabic letters that you add alif with. Let's take some examples on what we just explained for more clarity. Let's take the word madrasa, which means school in Arabic. Now this word ends with Teh Marbouta. Now if I want to add tanween with fatha to this word, then in this case tanween will be written directly on Teh Marbouta without adding alif at the end of this word. And when we add tanween with fatha, it will be pronounced as madrasatan, madrasatan, madrasatan. Also notice how in here, when we added tanween with fatha on teh marbuta, the hey sound of the word madrasa, it changed to teh sound. So we said madrasatan, madrasatan, tan, tan. So when tanween is added to teh marbuta, then the hey sound of the teh marbuta, it changed to teh sound, followed by the sound of tanween. And I want you to keep this in mind because we are going to use this for something later in the lesson. Now, if you look at this word, which is pronounced as bab, bab, which means door in Arabic. Now, if you want to add tanween with fatha on this word, then I should add alif at the end of this word that has tanween with fatha on top of it. Then in this case, it will be pronounced as baban, baban, baban. So in general, alif is added at the end of the word when we use tanween with fatha with all Arabic letters except teh marbuta and some cases of hamza. Now I know you might be wondering, what exactly should I use when I write words with tanween? Like, should I use tanween with dhamma, or tanween with kasra, or tanween with fatha? Well, that depends totally on the position of the word in the sentence. So in Arabic, words can have different tanween depending on their position in the sentence. And this is something related to grammar, which we will get to explain later in future lessons. So don't worry about it for now. For now, I just want you to know these three types of tanween. Alright, now there are two important notices here that we need to mention about tanween. The first notice is that tanween never comes with definite words, i.e. words that come attached to the definite article il. So tanween only comes with indefinite words. For example, the word el-kitab, which means the book in Arabic. Now this word came attached to the definite article il. So in this case, I can add tanween to this word. So I can say el-kitabun, or el-kitabin, or el-kitaban. No, this can't happen. Something important to add here, that short vowels dhamma, fatha, and kasra can come with definite words, but tanween does not come with definite words. So from this we can conclude that if we have definite words and we want to make them indefinite, then we just need to remove the definite article and add tanween at the end of the words. So with the el-kitab example, if you want to make it indefinite, then I should just remove il at the beginning of this word and add tanween at the end, so it becomes kitaban, kitabun, or kitabin. And this can go the opposite way. So if you have indefinite words and you want to make them definite, then you just remove the tanween at the end of the word and just add the prefix il at the beginning of the word. So for example, the word kitaban, kitaban, which is indefinite by tanween, if I want to make this word definite, then I should just remove the alif and tanween on top of it, then add il at the beginning to become il-kitab, il-kitab. And that's basically all about the first notice. As for the second notice about tanween is that we mentioned before that tanween gives us the n sound. Also, letter nun obviously gives us n sound as well. So how exactly can we differentiate between tanween and letter nun when we write words? Like if someone gives you a word that ends with n sound and asks you to write it, then how would you know if the n sound is for tanween or for letter nun? Well, the difference between letter nun and tanween is actually quite easy. Letter nun is mostly a part of the root of word that cannot be removed. So if I ever try to remove letter nun from a word, then this word will not make sense anymore and it will not have any meaning. Tanween on the other hand, is just a marker that if we removed, the word will still make sense and have meaning. For example, the word midan, midan, which means square in Arabic. Now this word ends with letter nun. Now if I try to remove letter nun from this word, then in this case, the word will not make sense anymore. So nun in this word is the root of the word. However, if we look at the word kitaban, kitaban, that has tanween with fatha at the end. Now if we try removing the tanween from this word, then this will leave us with the word kitab, kitab, which means book in Arabic. So as you noticed here, the word still made sense even after we removed the tanween. So the bottom line here, that letter nun is a part of words that cannot be removed, while tanween is just a vowel sign that can be removed normally. Now moving on to the last topic of this lesson, which will be the answer to the question that we left in the previous lesson. And the question was, how would I differentiate between Heh and Teh Marbouta, considering that both of them got the same Heh sound when we stop at a word? So in order to do that, we need to use tanween to differentiate between them. So tanween is the answer. But how would that work? Well, remember we mentioned earlier that when we add tanween on one that ends with Teh Marbouta, then the Heh sound of the Teh Marbouta changes to Teh sound, followed by the sound of tanween. And I give an example, the word madrasa, madrasa became madrasatun, madrasatun, tun with the teh sound when we added tanween to teh marbouta. And this only happens with teh marbouta. So this doesn't happen with letter Heh. So letter Heh is always pronounced with the Heh sound, even if you add tanween to it. Now I think we understand where this is going now. So if there is a word that I'm confused about, I don't know if it should be written with Heh or teh marbouta, then I should simply add any type of tanween. So it's either tanween with dhamma, tanween with fathah, or tanween with kasra. If the word is pronounced with the teh sound after adding tanween, then the word should end with teh marbouta. However, if the word is pronounced with Heh sound after adding tanween, then the word should be written with letter Heh. Let's take some examples to make that more clear for you. Let's take the word dawla, dawla, which means country in Arabic. Now if I want to know if this word should end with teh marbouta or Heh, then I should add tanween to it. Let's add tanween with dhamma to it. If we do that, then this word will be pronounced as dawlatun, dawlatun, tun, dawlatun. So this word with tanween with dhamma is pronounced with the teh sound. So in this case, this word should end with teh marbouta. Now if I look at the word nabi, nabi, which means noble in Arabic, and I want to know as well if this word should end with Heh or teh marbouta, then I should just simply add tanween to it. Let's add tanween with dhamma as well to this word. So if I do that, then this word will be pronounced as nabihun, nabihun, nabihun. So notice here when we added tanween with dhamma, this word was pronounced with the Heh sound. So in this case, this word should be written with letter Heh. So this is how you simply do it, and this method works with any words. So now you know how to differentiate between Heh and teh marbouta, and also you know how to differentiate between teh and teh marbouta as we mentioned in the previous video. Now let me give you a short quiz by giving you 5 words, and I want you to tell me in the comment section below if each of these words should end with teh marbouta or Heh using the tanween method. The first one is the word bashra, bashra, which means skin in Arabic. The second one is the word hurriya, hurriya, which means freedom in Arabic. The third one is the word ittigah, ittigah, which means direction in Arabic. The fourth one is the word haraka, haraka, which means movement in Arabic. The fifth and last one is the word wagi, wagi, which means notable in Arabic. And those are the 5 words. Let me know your answer in the comment section below. Alright, so this makes the end of this lesson for today. I hope you found this lesson easy and helpful. And if you do, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing it with other people so they can benefit from it. And if you have any questions on this lesson, then do not hesitate to ask them right away. In the next lesson, we will finally explain this thing that we mentioned we were going to explain in the first course. So it's a very important topic. Make sure you don't miss it. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you later in the next Arabic Ark.